Yep. So Steve Harvey slams.
I don't know why when you say Steve Harvey started laughing.
Steve Harvey because.
Oh man, we about to have all types of Cat Williams people watching
Yeah,
this.
Steve Harvey slams comedians who go on podcasts.
Okay.
To speak badly.
Okay.
Very specific.
About other comedians. I guess he talking about Cat allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
And he said, where did this come from?
What's his name? Faison?
Yeah. And when did this become? When did we become that? Yeah. So he was upset because he like, why? He's like, why? What I do? You know. So he's basically like, why are? And I get it because when you watch a lot of these comedy, watch a lot of these comedians, they go on podcasts. And I was watching, and I don't want to say nothing about this guy, but I was watching a comedian on. I was watching Cam Newton, and because I told you like last week, I told y'all I watched Holcomb. I watched Corey Holcomb and Jaguar interview, and I enjoyed it. But I watched him with the Cam Newton and Corey Holcomb interview, and it was cringy from start. It got to Cam Newton don't really care about what people say. It got to the point where he was telling this, like he was scolding Corey Holcomb because the stuff he was saying. Because the way I just don't like the way he talk about women too. Like he talk about women, and he talk about other comedians, he talk about other people in business. Like if you don't know things for facts and you just feel a certain way, stop saying it. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what that's what you get with what Steve Harvey is saying about.
Yeah, it's a lot. We do this a lot. We do this a lot, and I guess it's because of part of our culture. How we feel is law. Like black people, how we feel is law. It's kind of like I'm gonna say this because I feel it, and this is what I feel it. And then just like we go on like mainstream, because it would be like mainstream shows, right? Just like when Jaguar went on, what's his name, Piers Morgan, and she said all that stuff that she didn't say, well, I feel this and this and this about Jay-Z because look at this, this and this. It was this and this about Jay-Z and that's it. Yeah. There was no proof, no court case, no nothing. Yeah. And sometimes we, as our culture, we just feel like it's messy as hell. Yeah. That's why we came up with the word messy. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like sometimes they just go on these shows and they just be going crazy and just be talking about each other, but you don't even know what's true. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of mess. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of these black comedians, rappers and stuff, they be happy about YouTube because they ain't got to watch what they say. They could just go on there and just destroy people, and then people trying to get their lives back together based on just, go ahead.
I'm going to let you go ahead.
I remember seeing that interview, the Club Shay, and I'm like, he said a lot, like Kat did. Once he got to like the Steve Harveys, it was like mixed emotions because, I grew up watching the Steve Harvey show, you know what I'm saying? But I also know that Steve Harvey, like he sat up and said, if I need to act like a monkey to get this money, I'm gonna act like a monkey to get this money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he will, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna do whatever is best for him and his, So I get it, but at the same time, there should be some type of integrity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just, amongst,
people are doing the same thing.
Yeah, like I'm never unless a rapper is like directly coming for me, I'm never gonna sit up and, just slander with somebody about like that.
But you know what it's based on, right? We always want to say we real. You know what I'm saying? And then it's based on like how we feel too. And that's not real. That's your feelings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We use that word real and it's not
very loosely.
Yeah, we use it very loosely. Go ahead.
I mean, like I look at the interview, like just to go back to the Cat Williams interview, a lot of times people always say, well, this person is telling their truth, which honestly is their truth and not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Not the because there's another person, and it's just like I hate when people say that this person is telling their truth, and then when the other person respond like, oh, well, that person lying because look at how they responding or whatever. It's just like, well, is this kind of like how when we was talking about, you know, the Lil Durk situation? It's like, it's all about who we feel is most popular, who we like the most or whatever. So that's, who we connect with even more. That's who we are going to believe or whatever. Because me personally, I'm not that type of individual, and I know people gonna get mad at me or whatever, but I felt like what Cat Williams did was corny. You know what I'm saying? Because
you said that, but you said that since the beginning, so
yeah,
it ain't like you're just saying it to.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, man, you know, if I have an issue with somebody, and it's just because that's me. Like, if I have an issue with somebody, I'm going to that person. I'm not gonna sit on an interview or whatever and just dog it. I'm gonna let you know what I got going on. You know, I'm not even thinking about people, but as he sells. Like we said, you know what I'm saying? Corniness sells. And a lot of people, you know, like Cat Williams. A lot of people feel like, you know, and then we go off about, and then it's just like when another person do defend themselves, like, oh, he ain't all that funny anyway. It's just like you try to discredit these people. Somebody find this person funny.
You know what's,
somebody find this person entertaining. So,
you know what's funny though?
What?
Ray J said something super funny.
What?
He was like, I'm paraphrasing exactly what he said, but he said he was watching Jaguar, right? He like, okay, you know, like getting into what she's saying. He said that then she started lying about him. he was like, she started lying. He was like, and I know a lot about myself.
Yeah.
so he was like, I couldn't even relate no more. So it's kind of like people could go and say what they want to say, and people know about clicks and views and likes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you could tell the truth, half of the truth, and some of the truth.
Right.
But some people feel like, well, I said something. Because a lot of times those people, they will go on different shows, they'll go on different podcasts. Because you notice that sometimes if something happened, right, and you tell the story, if you notice like people like Jaguar Wright, people like Gene Deal, people like a lot of those people that go on these podcasts, they tell a story, right? Mm-hmm. They already told a story.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
How do they make more money?
Story.
They go back, they tell the story, but we already heard the story.
Right.
Yeah.
They got to add more to that story. They got to add something else. They got to say something else happened. They got to say something.
Yeah.
They got to keep adding to these stories to make money.
Yeah.
So that's basically what it is.
Yeah, but I think a lot of times, man, a lot of this beef or whatever you want to call it could be hashed out just by like a simple phone call. Or if you're not fooling with that person, just don't talk to them or talk about them. You know, there's people in my life or whatever I don't get along with. I'm not on. This is episode 73. I'm not, say anything about them or whatever. So it's just like, I don't know. People just messy sales.
Oh, I don't. So you trying to say I be saying stuff about people? I never say it directly about them.
I wasn't even thinking about you. You guilty?
But you know, I don't care. I would say something.
But I'm just saying. But everybody have a different personality. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you feel guilty?
No, I don't care. Like if I want to say something about somebody, I would say something about somebody. But I would never go in here and say something about somebody to make it their truth, or like say their name directly, or be like I'm talking about this person, that person. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you'll be doing the show, and then you'll have an instance that happen, and then you'll just start talking about that situation.
But see, with you, I know you'll say it to the person's face too.
Yeah, right.
You know,
that's a big thing.
Yeah,
Right.
Like,
or you
gonna
had
say
discussions with this person.
Yeah. So it's
You
kind
gonna
of
say it, you gotta be able to say it with your chest. Like,
Yeah.
and it never be nothing like really super big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But a lot of times these people say this stuff, and then the other person is caught off surprise, like, where did this come from?
Right.
You know. And then once that person does it, then it opens up the floodgates. Now you got this person doing it. Now you got this person doing it. Because I mean, like, I thought Kevin Hart was funny in the beginning. I don't really feel like Kevin Hart is really that funny or whatever, but he's successful. You know, somebody find him funny or whatever. And it seemed like he always getting attacked all the time and everything.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? Like his name always comes up no matter what.
Everybody name
And it's
comes
just
up.
like, so it's just like, and since a lot of people don't like him, they just pile on to it. Like, well,
Because I don't know how true a lot of this stuff is, but
Yeah.
but the main people that are sabotaging Hollywood, especially Black Hollywood, are Black people. And it's I'm seeing a lot of people behind, and they're trying to tell you this person's bad, that person's bad, and a lot of people are, because you don't know it, because people hate success anyway.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people be unhappy with themselves, so they be like, oh, this got to be true, because you know what, this is someone that's doing better than me.
yeah.
Question though. Do y'all think that Kevin Hart is an industry plant?
I don't know him well enough as far as his work. I don't think he's funny, personally. But he's not one of my favorites. So
I got you.
so that might say yeah. So I don't.
'Cause I do like Kevin Hart, but one of the things that Cat Williams said that did kind of like stick out, like
He
soul
came out
playing.
of nowhere.
Like soul playing, like
Yeah, he came out of nowhere. He did come out of
you
nowhere.
know,
I don't know. I might be.
and he was like the star of that movie. Like
It was kind of like because you got to keep it. You got to tell the truth and keep it real though. People be like Martin Lawrence. Martin was on what's happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That Martin was on different things. You
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
the progression of his
Exactly.
career.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
You know what I'm
Martin,
saying?
like he was funny on
Yeah.
House Party.
Yeah, House Party. Yeah, he was funny on House Party.
You watch
yeah.
the progression of his career, and it's
Right.
kind of like Kevin Hart, like just had a career. But what?
No, but Kevin Hart, he was in the Dave Barnes movie Paper Soldier. I thought he was kind of funny in Paper Soldiers. He had a little
Did that come
cameo.
Did that come before Soul Playing or not?
Yeah, that came before Soul Plane. And then he had a little cameo in the 40-year-old version, which I thought was kind of funny too. But I think the more successful he got, he started kind of playing. Hey, I'm not trying to discredit this guy. We kind of started playing the same role.
Same role. But there's a lot of people that are typecast like that. You know what I'm saying? And some people that work for them.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I think Taraji is very typecast. I think that Taraji is very typecast.
I'm trying to be. Never mind, because I can only think about her and Baby Boy. I don't know what else.
But she like you watching her in Baby Boy and you watch her in Empire. It's kind of like the girl from Baby Boy grew up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like
yeah.
it's like she's very typecast. You know what she remind me of? She remind me of old girl from the Steve Harvey show. The principal, Regina.
Piggy.
I love Regina. Like I love her,
Yeah, she's
but I feel like she's typecast too. Like,
Yeah, you're right. There are a lot of people that are typecast.
yeah, and they're typecast.
But that's kind of a thing though. Like it's like once you play a certain role, that's why we don't see Kale from Kenan and Kel.
Yeah.
Like 'cause
Or Braxton from Xavier, you know,
I ain't never seen Braxton.
even what you call it? I can't even think.
Real quick, I'm about to be a little bit off subject. So you know, Tyler Perry got a new. So I'm like, try Tyler Perry because everybody be getting on me about not liking Tyler Perry movies. So he got a new. It's called Something Black. I forgot what it's called. And I watched I watched the first scene. And I was like, I can't even do this because he had like some dude like that didn't look like the character he was playing, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this no more. But people get on you like, especially black women. They're like, you better like Tyler Perry. And I'm like, why? Like it's not
I used
doing
to,
it.
but then at some point it's like
Yeah, it's not doing it for me. Because it's like because I know good black shows. I've watched good black, but they act like you gotta watch Tyler Perry to see good black shows. But that's enough
You
about
like Medea, don't you?
Huh? You was dressed like Medea for Halloween.
Never.
But it was like November. You had all that.
it's not November.
He was like this for Thanksgiving. Oh wow, I'm cooking. But yes.
dead.
So that's it. All right. Cool.